Hey, all, welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. And let me just say this right off the bat. For all you fathers out there, I hope you had a great day yesterday. Happy Father's Day. I know I was spoiled a bit. Most of the kids came over. We had, someone working or whatever, couldn't make it. I made this spectacular liver dish that Trenton was all excited about.
Is that what that dirty looking rice was? Looks like you put dirt in it. It was like, I thought it was mushrooms at first. I really like a mushroom rice. That sounds good. But you had to just put liver in it.
As you all know, dirty rice is usually made with chicken liver, but I had some beef liver and it was straight from the butcher though. And I mean, it was good. I actually had some, I had some after I put it on the smoker, just a little bit at a high temperature. So it had a kiss of smoke, for a little bit it was tender. So I had this idea I was going to make this dirty rice with the beef liver. And it came out great, actually. It was really good.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know dirty rice was a thing until just now, actually. So okay, that's not too far-fetched. We'll talk about that in another video. What do we got?
All right, well, let's get into this.
First, I'm a little disappointed you didn't wish me a happy Father's Day. I got 2 cats.
Well, that's true.
And it's a lot of work.
Did you see the fear in my eyes? I was stunned just for a minute. I was like,
no, I would not make the announcement.
Wait, what? I was waiting for it. I was like, what? Hey, what?
No, I like silence too much at the moment to have children. But, we'll talk about that maybe at the live stream here next couple weeks.
You might have to put up with a little bit on this video. This is actually Father's Day. This is Sunday. A busy
Sunday
weekend.
night.
I had a big wedding in Chicago. My wife's side of the family that I had to go to. And upstairs is my mom, the original SLB. You might hear her talking. We asked if they could be quiet, but she doesn't listen very well, to tell you the truth.
It's fine.
So if you hear anything, just roll with it.
Loud bangs, doorbell rings, who knows?
That's right. Trenton is going to school me today. I've been looking forward to this. I actually told him I have had quite a few people message me about the Knob Creek 10-year rye that was coming out. And as you know, I'm not really that knowledgeable about rye whiskeys, and you are. So Trenton also brought down this Knob Creek 7-year rye, and to prove to you what I just told you, I didn't even know that the Knob Creek put an age statement on their lower priced rye here. Would you say $35 for this one?
$35, yeah. And I don't know about schooling because I really don't. I do passive research. I don't go in right away. It's just from reading articles over a couple weeks. I knew that this was coming out. I had the Knob Creek 10-year rye. I had been asking Harry for a couple months since I saw it drop on the was it Breaking Bourbon's release calendar. Was really excited about that. And I think towards the end of last year, this is quite dusty. It's been in my basement. I saw that they were coming out with the Knob Creek 7-year, and I didn't know if this was just new label. They were putting an age statement on it. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
So it might have been 7-year before. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of comments are going to come in if you could let me know. Yeah. I think that's what the case was, is that it was non-age stated, and they age stated it. Same stuff.
All right.
But this was $35.99. $34.99 MSRP. This is the Knob Creek 10-year. We just got this. What is today? Sunday. So we got this on Friday.
Yeah, just a few days ago.
I've been really looking forward to it. They've been doing a lot of cool stuff with the old overhaul. Jim Beam's doing a lot of cool stuff this year, so I was pretty excited when I saw that this was coming.
Yeah, and you've been pretty impressed with Jim Beam's rye that's coming out this year. So
Jim Beam, I feel like usually isn't really known for their rye. A lot of people might not even know that Old Overhauled is one of the brands from Jim Beam. Mm-hmm. But it's something that I always kind of keep an eye out on, and I think with their little book, Chapter 8 that came out this year, it's really, my eyes are really peeled now for anything rye coming out of Jim Beam. But we're gonna, what do you think, the 7 or the 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the 7.
7, okay.
Yeah, if that's $35, that's their basic rye, right? Their
flagship, I guess you would say.
Flagship rye. Yep. All right.
And
introductory.
This is one, I don't think we did a review on it or anything because I just thought it was a label kind of a switch. So I was like, not really warranted. We could sit here and argue all day whether the other label's different than the other one. Probably not.
Yeah.
So this was, I think, late last year I purchased this, or mid last year. I've had that much out of it, and it's been sitting open since then.
Okay.
I forgot I had it.
Well, should be
surprise.
Should be nice and opened up.
Yeah, I didn't leave this on a garbage can. Didn't leave it in the truck. Well, I might have left it in the truck.
It actually feels somewhat cool to the touch. So it legitimately was in your basement. What is going on around here?
That freaked me out.
Well, Bet you $2.
Somebody threw a rock at the window.
Because the kids are playing outside. My wife took them outside, the grandkids, and something got whooped against the basement window over there.
That sounded like a crack.
It might have. Well, we'll see in a few.
Anyways.
It's been a free-for-all around here.
It has, yeah. It has.
All right, well, let's check out this 7-year, buddy.
It's quite like floral.
Yeah.
I feel like.
All right.
It's not one of those nutty things that I usually get from a Jim Beam.
Sure.
I had actually, I don't know where I was going with that actually, never mind. But it's not nutty, it's a little bit more floral. And I kind of like how that
I was going to say, there's nothing in the aromas that is off-putting to me whatsoever. There's nothing in the aromas that would signal me that this is a cheaper rye whiskey, $35. Wouldn't think so at all.
And it seems to me more like a vegetal sweetness.
Yeah.
Like a, what are those, sugar snap peas? Like how those are a little bit sugary, but it's more vegetal. I don't get like a caramel or like anything like that. It's
more bright.
Yep. Both of these are also 100 proof. Oh, it's a little citrusy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was getting a little bit of that on the.
Kind of took your breath away. You were talking and it just wasn't coming out.
First sip of the day. I know, man. Kind of grabbed me. I should have waited just a touch there before I started speaking.
I like this.
But I sense that a little bit on the nose too as well. A little bit of those citrus notes, and they're coming through a little bit on the palate too.
It's like 99 degrees here today or something. It feels like it. I usually don't drink ryes too much in the summer, just because to me it's a little bit more spicy. It's something that warms me up a lot more than bourbon does, so I don't want to be 99 degrees outside and I'm drinking a rye. But I do set my house to 65 degrees all year round, so I do drink rye inside.
I'd have to wear a sweatsuit to go over and visit Trenton because I'd be freezing.
Anytime we go on a barrel pick, we're cranking it as high as like the highest fan speed, the coldest it can get. And I thought about getting him a Snuggie. We're getting him a Snuggie for the car rides.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, because if the fan is on air conditioning, I don't care if it's 60 degrees out. They've got the fan cranking with the air. It's cold. I sit in the back. I always, if it's 90 degrees outside, I'll guarantee if we go on a trip, there's a jacket in the truck.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
I do like this. I wouldn't say it's my favorite rye of a core lineup that I've had.
Really?
But cool. I honestly haven't been going towards more flagship ryes. I think the last one I had was the Michter's, just their straight rye. It's like $45. I like that quite a bit. It's not age stated. I don't know if it's MGP or not.
Yeah.
But this is nice.
It is nice. I have zero complaints about it. You can tell from the sip it's not an $80 bottle.
No.
Okay. But I do love the citrus notes in there. It's nice and bright. It's zesty. A little bit of tingle on the palate.
It's almost like I get like a little vanilla wafer. Type of like a vanilla. When I used to eat vanilla wafers in preschool, it was like, they kind of tasted like plasticky, chemically kind of. I don't know what they were pumping into those, but
yeah, I was gonna say, especially when they gave them to you.
Yeah, they might have been slipping my cookies with a little something extra to calm me down. I don't know, but it kind of reminds me of a vanilla wafer herbal type of a thing. I think it's nice.
Yeah, no complaints. Oh. The angels were in tune today.
Dude, I didn't even warm up earlier.
You didn't waver.
No, I think
that was like spot on.
You know what happened is that I was inhaling, and the fumes from this rye just amplified the tones.
I was impressed.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
And I never sung in choir, nothing.
Ooh,
it smells really good.
It does.
This one has been opening up for a few days. I did open this on Friday night. I did have a pour of it, but I just got back from a dinner, and it didn't really taste like much. So I think it might just have something to do with what I ate. I had some very acidic food.
Well, bring in the caramel.
Yeah.
With this one.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. The aroma is a beautiful caramel note on there.
It's so barely though. Like there's a lot of reminds me of like the nose on Cooper's Craft a little bit, but a little bit more spicy.
I love it. I love the aromas. You got that caramel in there. You still get a little bit of that citrus note, but it's dialed down.
Yeah.
It's more suppressed. The aromas have more depth to it. Mm-hmm. They're more well-rounded, sweeter, a little bit sweeter.
I like it. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this is a really good bourbon drinker's rye.
It is.
Because it leans a little bit more towards these like sweet. The mouthfeel on this is incredible.
I'll grant you that.
Velvety, like AF.
I'll grant you that.
Very nice. There's not, and this is a similar kind of experience to what I had when I had it the other day. So it might not be too far from what I initially had. It's lacking something, and I don't know if it's because when I drink a rye, I'm looking for that kick. This is like when you drink a pop that's gone flat. It's just like missing that like little bubble kick that you get on the back of your throat.
Yeah.
This is missing the rye kick for me a little bit.
I was really looking forward to the palate after I was able to smell the aromas coming off of it. It didn't translate real well for me.
It didn't.
It didn't translate real well for me. I don't really get that really nice sweet caramel note. I don't really get that, the zesty citrus stuff.
I get a little bit of that caramel still. There's a little bit of there's quite a bit of an oak presence in this one. Little bit of a rye kind of characteristic to it, but it's more like a.
It's a heavy. It's oak dominated.
Yeah, and it's like it's.
To me.
I'm a little bit let down, and I said this in Discord on Friday too. It's a little disappointing based on from the nose to the palate kind of the translation. I don't think it's quite there, and I think this is a really solid bottle if you are not a huge fan of a rye, you love Jim Beam, or if you love Jim Beam. I think this is a great.
I can go with that.
This is a great bourbon drinker's rye, something to get you started. It's a 10-year age stated, $65. It's not the cheapest 10-year age stated rye that you can get. I think. I don't know, you could go with like a Bullet 12 for about the same price if you kind of tend to lean more towards Bullet preferences and stuff, but
my mind equates more towards price than how many years is on the label, okay? So for me, this one I think would have been better not at the 10-year. It seems to be, it's not bad, and I'm sincerely very happy that it was $65.
Yeah, me too.
Now, if it was $125, I'd be completely.
Oh, I wouldn't have bought it.
I'd just be completely depressed about it. But at $65, it's worth a discussion. But to me, it's a bottle that I'm glad is at your house because it was not something that I would reach for.
Oh, shame.
It's heavy oak. It's heavy oak, and you get a lot of it in there, and it has some other good stuff in it too. But my mind doesn't relate to the number, the 10-year on the label.
Yeah.
My mind goes to other bottles that I really like with rye whiskey, and that's like Pikesville. And that Rossville Union barrel proof rye that we had that did very well for us too in the blind. Incredible. We did. Those are roughly around that $60 price range. Yeah. And to me, this bottle doesn't touch those two.
I would, if given the choice to buy like one out of the three, this would be my last choice between like a Pikesville, between Rossville Union, a couple other ryes. I think, and I say this a lot, I think this is something that would benefit quite a bit from a little bit more proof, like bump it up to 110. Maybe the rye spice would shine a little bit more then, or you would get a little bit more of a kick, because I think the base flavors are there. It's just like it's watered down a little bit. The mouth feels nice, which is, a plus. Doesn't really help lend to like a better palate or a better flavor profile, but a little bit higher proof.
I just had another sip, Trent. It's not bad.
No, I don't hate it.
It's not bad. I might have overreacted just a touch at the beginning. It's not bad whatsoever. Just to me, I wouldn't go out and buy one.
I would not. I would not buy another one after this.
But keep in mind, rye whiskeys don't rank extremely high on my wish lists. Yeah. Either. I would be happy to have this 7-year.
That's a great
in the collection for $35.
Yeah. Mixer, with that, pour, whatever.
All sorts of stuff with that.
A lot more versatile than I think this is, especially at the price. Yes. So if you tried this, I'd love to hear what you think. There were a couple people in the Discord that said they absolutely love theirs, and I'm happy for them. That's great. Yeah. Everybody's got a different palate preference, especially with ryes. That's like a whole other thing. But if you're looking for another rye around the $60 price point, Rossville Union, the barrel proofs, if you can find those, or like a Pikesville. That's a Heaven Hill 110 proof a rye. I have a lot at home. It's that good.
That's probably my favorite. At that price range for sure.
It's or Alberta Premium cast strength ryes. Solid. A little bit proofier, but also very good. Yeah. Well, kind of disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit, but but not really. I'm just happy that they priced it. To me, they priced it efficiently for what they have here. Yeah. So for that, I'm thankful for it, and I appreciate Jim Beam for doing that instead of overreaching. Yeah. on the price tag.
And not every product that's coming out is always going to be a hitter with everybody. I think this is the case. Maybe not a hitter for us, but I'm sure there's people that are going to love it, be glad they got it, and then buy several more when they see them out. So.
And I'm happy for you. We always, trust me when we tell you, if you purchase a bottle, we would much rather you love that bottle than not like it. So
yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
So
okay.
Let us know in the comments if you tried these and what you thought of it if you did.
Yeah, that's a great idea. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. We'll see you next time right down here with Trent and I in the good old Basement Bourbon Bar with
cocktails.
Cocktail video. Yeah. Get ready. All right. See you later.